Well, for the last week, we've been troubled by a strange cat coming in every night, eating Richard Parker's dinner, and really quite upsets her. And so we got rid of the old stable, and this afternoon I fitted this new flap called Sureflap. If the lighting's any good there. Anyway, it was one of the best that came out on Amazon, and I managed to get it for about £51 delivered. That's with Amazon Prime. They're about nearly £80 if you buy them in the high street, so I'd reckon on buying it online. Amazon, as I say, was a good price, especially if you've got Amazon Prime. Anyway, it was a doddle to fit, having taken the other one out. You'll see that we're going through double glazed panel. I had one made a couple of years ago, just a hole cut out in the double glazing, which has to be done by a factory, but they're all the same size, these holes. They're 212 millimetres. This one's actually 210, but they all fit into the same sized hole. As you see, there's a bit of a gap up at the top. Do you see? Yes, you can see a gap there just at the top. This particular one needs a flange plate, which I've ordered. I didn't order it at the same time, purely because I wanted to see if it was going to be any good. You didn't have to send two bits back. The flange plate is, I think it was £7.99, and that was again from Amazon. That was a good deal cheaper. It's normally £9.99 if you buy it in a store. But it's a doddle, just two screws holding it in place, and on the top there's a little battery box. It takes 4 AA cells. It doesn't need a mains power supply, unlike the other main competitor, and so you just put these 4 AA cells in, and they say it lasts for between 6 months and a year. Down at the bottom of the flap you'll see the little catch. Now, do you see the circular control? That's rather like the staywell. It opens and it just locks it selectively, whether you can come in, go out, or neither. Or just, no, there's a special technique for making it completely like an ordinary cat flap, which is more complicated, but you wouldn't want to do that. So that little grey flap in the middle drops down when your cat comes into the outside of the tunnel. This particular one doesn't have two-way approaching. In other words, if a cat's inside, it can always get outside. It only scans coming outside in, but it's very sensitive. It's it's much more sensitive than I thought, and it is specific for each cat. The way you program it is when you press a button when you first set it up, and then it waits for the cat to come through, and as long as it's your cat, of course, it says, that's the cat, and it programs the number, and away you go. It goes back into normal mode at that point. So absolutely smashing. It's an absolute doddle to fit. Anyone can do it. Just a screwdriver, 2 screws, as if you've got one already, of course. A cat flap in there. Couldn't be easier. And Richard Parker, she was a bit nervous. Cats are with anything new, aren't they? But she was a bit nervous. But she's going in and out now. The build quality is good. I was very impressed. It feels like a quality piece of equipment. So yeah, I definitely, from what I've seen so far, I've only had it for a few hours, mind you, so it may break down by the morning. But from what I've seen so far, really, really good. That's the one I would definitely go for, from what I've seen so far. There we go. Well, hope that's been of some help. Bye-bye.